and how are you guys doing? This is Tahara, and a lot of things have went on since I've last been here. So, as you guys see, my name of my channel has changed, and it's for a few reasons. So, one of them is because rideshare. Apparently, that name has been taken, and I got an email that was a little of drop the name or go to court type of thing. But it is what it is, it wasn't that serious to me, but I gave the name up. It's just not even that serious to fight. So this is my name now, and I think it's very fitting because it's the path that I'm taking, the righteous path, So this is my new channel, but this is the name of my new channel, but it's the same old me. So another thing, I have an announcement which I am truly excited about. And if you have read the caption of the video, you already know that I have passed my exam and I am officially a project manager. Woo, 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 woo. But anyway, so I'm so excited. I took the test yesterday and I was just given notification today. So let me just give you guys an overview of everything that happened. So I finished the training, the project management training, and on July 31st. So then that made me eligible. So you had to have 23 hours of training, and I ended up getting about 40 hours, which was way more than enough, but I just wanted a lot of information about the subject. So I took the Google course and it gave me about 40 hours, which put me in a very good situation. Then I kind of procrastinated a little bit from that July 31st. I was on vacation at that time when I actually finished the training, but after I came back from vacation, I still was on some hesitancy, and I'm not really sure why I hesitated actually taking the test or starting to study for the test, because I didn't even start studying for the test. I just kind of just put it down and just said, eh. But I was applying for jobs, and I did get one hit from a job that, said that they were sending my resume to the hiring manager, which was a plus to me, but haven't heard anything since then. And then I kind of figured, I need to really stop, because one thing about me, I will put things down quick. I'll start stuff and won't finish it, and I just said, if I want to get out of nursing and project management is something that I do want to do, I need to stay consistent with it, and I need to go all the way and finish what I started. And that's what I kept telling myself, and that's what I kept telling my husband, and I really need to continue what I started. So I forced myself, which it was hard getting back into the routine of studying and everything else. And then not only was it hard, but I just didn't know where to start. I mean, I could pick up the program again, but it's a difference between studying for the test within the program and actually studying for the test to actually get the project management certificate. And I was just like, I didn't know where to go with it. I didn't know how to start studying, and I just took it back to the basis when I started studying to become a nurse, which was 20 years ago. So, but I had to figure out what type of study material I needed, and I needed to get the syllabus for the actual exam and see exactly what would be on the exam, and that's where I started. So I ordered a book from off of Amazon, and it was just basically a course all over again. So I said, this is not really what I want. But I went on, and in that course, which was the CAPM exam study guide, but it really wasn't a study guide to me. But I just utilized the tests, because after every chapter is a test in the back. So test questions, it's like 20 test questions. So I utilized those test questions to prep me so that book wouldn't be wasteful. But then I also use the TIA exam. That guy is the truth, let me tell you. Yes, his course is an additional $30, $29.99. However, that was the best $29.99 I spent in a long time. It was like he helped with he put it on video mode, where he just went through all the questions, and then he put it on exam mode, and then it was study mode, I think. Yeah, study mode. So I just went through, I figured out how to study. So I went through video mode while I was driving back and forth to work, which helped me out, because it just helped me remember what was going on in the actual test. Study mode when I was at work and it wasn't timed, and then exam mode when I had that free time and I was able to actually do it. So I made that plan up. It only took me 7 days, and I was adamant that I was going to pay this $300, because it was $300 for the exam. I was going to pay the $300, and I was not going to be wasteful with my money, because, honey, the way this economy is going, no ma'am, I don't have additional $300 to just be wasteful with it. I don't. So anyway, I paid for my test, my exam on Monday. Actually, it was Sunday. I paid for it last Sunday, not the Sunday that just passed, the Sunday before that. I paid for my exam. Then I went through the study guide that I bought from Amazon. I went through that study guide, and I kind of just was going through it. And then that Wednesday, so that was Sunday, I did the study guide. Monday, I printed off all the because they already have their they're made up in the back of the study guide. It gives you a little code where you could go on their website and put in a code and download all the material. So within that material, it was some index cards that I just cut up, and I memorized for the most part, most of them, not everything, but most of them, I memorized the what was on their index cards. So I went through that, and I kind of I made it like a game, like the memory game. When we were younger, it was a memory game. So I used those cards as like a memory game. So that's what I did with that rather. And then on Wednesday, I purchased the TIA exam. And if you Google it, you'll see TIA exam. So I utilized that. And then when I purchased that, from Wednesday to Friday actually, I used that. So, and then it's so crazy because when I paid for the exam, I said, okay, well, I work Monday through Friday. So I said, if it's a long week, it's a hard week. Instead of scheduling my exam on Saturday morning, I will schedule it on Sunday. That way I could do all my housework and everything else that needed to be done. I could do all that on Saturday, which normally I'll do it on Sunday. But I figured, okay, well, let me get everything done on Saturday, so Sunday I can focus on what I need to focus on. And then Saturday, while I was cleaning up, I would say things like, what is a charter? What is a backlog? Just different things I would go through my mind while I'm cleaning. I would listen to, I would recite those things. Instead of me, going through, I said to myself, I will not pick up like a book. I won't pick up the study guide. I said I wasn't going to go on the the TIA website. I wasn't going to do that. I wasn't going to do anything on Saturday because it will give me like anxiety and make me feel like, oh my gosh, the test is coming up. So I didn't want to do that on Saturday. So I just strictly cleaned up and that was it. Well, let me go back. So during the week, on Wednesday, towards the end of the week, I ended up pulling my back. I injured my back. So at work. So I ended up going to employee health on Thursday, and then I left work early on Thursday because my back was like in excruciating pain. I was like, it felt like somebody was just grabbing my back and just squeezing it. It was like really, really painful. So that was on Thursday, but I still stuck to my studying regimen. I just kind of fixed it to where I can lay in the bed and actually study because my back was like really hurting. So then Friday I took off for work because when it was time for me to get out that bed, it was rough. And then even when I sat up in the bed, it was just like that pressure coming down. Because it was in my lower back. That pressure was tough. So I my bad. So then I continued on and doing what I need to do. I studied on Friday while I was laying in the bed. I went on and studied. And then Saturday, I cleaned up, as much as I can with my back hurting. I did my chores, but I did them slowly. But I recited, like I said. And then Sunday, now this was test day. I scheduled my test for 6 o'clock in the morning because I'm a morning person. No, it was 6:45 actually. And I'm a morning person. So I set my alarm for 5:55. Like I get out, like I was getting up for work. Set my alarm for that day. Got up and made me some mushroom coffee and got me a bottle of water. Set everything in the business room because I took my test in my business room where we do the embroidery and it was stuff everywhere. But anyway. So I set everything up, and mind you, when you go take your test, remember, you got to clear the whole desk off. You hear me? Yeah, everything. It must be completely clear. Not even a pin, not even a wire on your desk. Nothing. Anyway, so I went on and I did that. I set everything up, and then you can't even have no drinks or anything. So I had to down my coffee as much as I can. Anyway, so I started to test. We went through all of that. The proctor came up and she made sure my whole environment was cleared off the way it's supposed to be cleared off, and the way they require you to have everything cleared off. She checked my whole. You have to take pictures, so I took pictures around my environment, and did everything I needed to do. Anyway, so they made sure my environment was the way it needed to be. And then I started the test. My back was giving me the business. Every last bit of the business. It was hurting so bad for me to sit in that chair. And I couldn't move around because, I could move around, but I had to have my head and my shoulders in the view, in the web camera's view the whole time. So even when I adjusted myself, oh my gosh, the lady was like, she would put up a what's the name, telling me I have to be, but I should have explained to her that I had back pain, but I just didn't want any sympathy at that time. But in hindsight 2020, I really should have told her, I'm not trying to cheat or anything, but I hurt my back at work, and maybe she would have understood a little bit more. But I didn't do it. But in any event, so I ended up finishing the test. And then when we got to the end, so because my back was hurting, I was kind of zoned out, and my focus was mainly on my back until I realized, like, girl, you've been on this question for 5 minutes. Like, oh my gosh, what are you doing? So that took up, in the beginning, it took up, because I was focused on my back pain, it took up a lot of my time. And I couldn't take any ibuprofen because I didn't eat anything that early in the morning. And I didn't want to take any Tylenol because I had an empty stomach. So I was just like winging this thing. And my back was like, woo. Yeah, it was telling me, lady, you sitting on me. Anyway, so when I finished the test, it got to the point where I got to 150 questions, and it just said, congratulations, go celebrate. So I'm like, celebrate? Celebrate what? Celebrate that I finished the exam? Like, what am I celebrating? Like, I didn't know what was going on. Like, am I celebrating because I finished the exam? Am I celebrating because I passed the exam? But that's all it said. And I was just bummed out because I was like, the last 10 questions I had to rush through because I only had like 15 minutes. So I had to rush through those questions and try to get them right because, like I told you, I lollygagged at the beginning of the test because of my back. So I was like, congratulations, you go celebrate. And I'm like, celebrate? So then, I got up, and by then it was like 11 o'clock, and I got up from the table and went to the kitchen. And at first I was like, okay, I'm going to bed because I don't know what's going on. And then I said, no, get up, go cook some breakfast for the family. And that's what I did. I got up and I cooked breakfast for the family. And then I came back in the business room while, my grits were cooking and sausages were on low. So I went to go straighten up the business room and put it back in order the way it normally is. And then I just, it was just on my mind. So I decided to Google, because Google's your best friend, honey. I decided to Google it and find out exactly what was going on. What do they mean, congratulations? So when I Googled it, it's a couple of people that came up and they were saying the same thing basically, but it was from 5 or 6 years ago. And they were basically saying like, yes, that just means that you passed. But still, I was still like, I don't know if this is true. I don't know what's going on. I still had all those thoughts in my mind. But I ended up going to bed. And then this morning when I woke up, I went to work. And, I didn't think nothing of it because I was just, in my routine of trying to get out the house on time and, getting to work on time. So maybe about 8:40-ish, almost 9 o'clock, that's when I got the email saying, congratulations, and this is your badge. And I was just like, woo. So then it says that you can look at how your performance was on the test. And girl, my people, listen, your girl showed up and showed out on that test. I did way better than I thought I was going to do. I mean, when I say way better, I mean, I was at the top of the bar. I mean, I was rolling with the best of them. So they basically broke it up into like agile and predictive and project management and business analysis. They broke it up into those 4 categories, and 3 out of the 4, which is agile, predictive, and business analysis, I scored above target. And then on project management, I scored at target, which was a lot better than I thought I was going to do. So in any event, I came up to tell you guys that and give you an update on what I have going on and, keep you adjusted. And I'm sorry I left for so long, but, I just had to get my life together and finish what I have started. And here we are. So welcome me. I'm your new project manager. Hey, look at me. I'm so excited. But anyway, so I am looking for a job now. If you have any suggestions, anything, let me know. Give me some suggestions. I do would like to stay with the company I'm currently with because they do have project managers. It's just in a different division of the company I currently work for. But if not, honey, listen, it's nothing personal. It's always business, baby girl. Nothing personal. Anyway, thanks you guys, and appreciate you looking at my video, and like, comment, and subscribe, and I will continue taking you on the journey that I am on. And my goal, honestly, I really want to work remote because all this driving I'm doing right now is just not it's just not it, honey. It's not it. But in any event, that's what it is. And I'm going to see you guys later. Like, comment, subscribe, and share my video. This is my my project management journey. And other things. It's just not going to be all about project management. But I'm going on a journey, guys. And this is the beginning of my new journey out of nursing. Oh my gosh. It's going to feel great. In the event, peace, love.